yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? Hope you can hear, hope you can hear me, hope you can hear me. Ra, 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 ra. Can you hear me? 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 Cool. Apologies for the delay there. I don't have long. I'm probably gonna be here for an hour tops, and I've got to go gym and get some food. So yeah, I'll be an hour tops, and I'll be back later to do the UFC watch along. So we'll do that. What's that? Is it 2 a.m. our time, right? UFC fight. Is it 2 a.m. here? Was it UFC Freedom UK time? I'm pretty sure it's like 2 a.m. I'm pretty sure last time I checked it's 2 in it. Or 1 a.m. Okay, cool. 1 a.m. allegedly it's 1 a.m. So I'll be back here later. So we'll do like an hour. Then I'm gonna go head to gym, get some food. Then I'll stream again from 1 a.m. and we'll do a watch along, and we'll obviously do some other things as well. But for this one particularly, we're just gonna go through the Q&A and some other bits and bobs. Yeah, we'll just go through the Q&A and other bits and bobs. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully that's okay. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Smash like, hit subscribe. All that good shit is greatly appreciated. What's I gonna say to you guys? Smash like, hit subscribe. I think that's it, right? Cool. Let's just get into it. Let's not waste too much time. Bear with me a second here, people. Bear with me a second. Just move this around. Cool. Let's just get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get straight into it. So like I said, about an hour. Then I'm gonna go gym, get some food. Yeah, and I'll be back at about 1 a.m. So don't be mad. I'll be back about 1 a.m. and then we'll restart again. But if I do this quickly, then I can go gym, get food, and be back on time. So I mean, so try and force me off after an hour, okay? If I keep yapping, I'm still here. Tell me to fuck off, because if I don't, you know, I'll be back too late and I'll be fucking tired. So let's fucking do it. Let's go. So what is this one? Fan questions. Brendan Schaub calls out MMA's biggest problem. Oh, I feel like every episode negative. Like, hold on, let me just go through his videos here. Not to be that guy. I know someone could say technically.
Big up Haas, big up chat. Saluting face emoji. Clinking bear mugs emoji.
Who's that? Where the fuck that come from? Why was there no sound? Where the hell did that come from? Who was that? Hold on, sorry. I have no idea what the fuck that was. Oh, big up casual. Sorry, I didn't see that. Why is there no sound? Okay, I don't know why there wasn't any sound there, but big up casual anyway. I don't know why there wasn't no sound there, but big up casual, brother. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you. Cool. Yeah, let me just quickly check this out. Big up casual. Sorry, so I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna bother even checking to try and change the sound thing. I'm gonna say that for later, right? Because I don't want to get distracted. But I just want to quickly analyze something. Is it me or is Brendan kind of negative? I know I'm not one to speak, given my somewhat profession here, right? But is it me or is Brendan's a bit negative? I'm just like, hold on, let me look at that title. Look at his feed. Fan questions. Brendan Schaub calls out MMA's biggest problem. It'll break the... Okay, that's positive. Why everyone's wrong about the UFC freedom. Okay, positive. Too much. Biggest UFC Connor's biggest problem. Negative. Strickland's crash out. Negative. He wants out. Negative. Pay the fighters. Negative. Brendan Schaub calls out Dana White. Negative. Is boxing the easiest sport? Kind of negative. No way out. Negative. No warm up. Negative. MMA has no plan after Ronda v Gina. Like fucking hell, bro. For someone that says that loves the UFC, he's got a lot of, like, he's never happy, innit? He's only going to be happy when he's the one in charge, I feel like. He's only going to be happy when he's the one in charge. Honestly. I feel like he's going to be the only one in charge. I swear to God. He's going to be the only one in charge. I swear to God, he's going to be the only one in charge. He wants to be the guy in charge, isn't it? Leading the UFC. He wants to be fucking Dana so bad. What else there? Yeah, getting Strickland again, Aljo again. Oh yeah, shit. Before we do this anyway, yeah. So anyway, before we do that, yeah, big up Don Dota. Thank you for reminding me. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about Oliver Tree. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about Oliver Tree. I've not listened to a single song. I've not watched a single video. But I do remember him from Ethan, from the H3 times. Was it during COVID? I feel like I saw him all the time on H3 and he seemed pretty funny. He seemed pretty cool, but I never got any inkling to check out his music or check out the stuff he does. I wasn't really interested, but I did see him as a pretty decent personality on H3 podcast, and he'd kind of come in and out, you know, always be funny. Recently he'd always say kind of like the, you know, maybe say not the Maybe say the thing you're not meant to say on there. Maybe mention fucking what's her name, Tasha, Sasha, whatever that fat woman's name was. He's mentioned her name 1 or 2 times, so I'm familiar with who he is. I saw this on a timeline, and I know he's also does a lot of pranks. And when I first saw this, I thought it was a prank. Yeah, this must be a prank, right? But I guess it's been confirmed by all these other newspaper platforms. Oliver Tree died in a helicopter crash in Brazil. They said 2 helicopters collided. That's the name, Trisha, yeah. 2 helicopters collided in Rio, and he died. And he was literally in Rio like the other day, right? Doing like, I think I went on Instagram just now. He's been in Brazil this whole time. I'm guessing he's I'm guessing he's there on tour. The last post he posted was this. Americans, what's that? Americans, 24 foreigners, 24 hours in Brazil, basically.
Neymar! Churrasco! 244, bro! Yeah!
Damn, man. R.I.P., bro. What a horrible way to go out. What a horrible way to go out, man. What a horrible way to go out. R.I.P. to him. Again, don't know much about the guy, but he seemed pretty funny. And that's a terrible fucking tragedy to die like that while on tour. So, US musician Oliver Tree, 32, killed in a helicopter crash in Brazil. The American musician Oliver Tree has died in a helicopter crash in Brazil, aged 32, according to reports. 2 helicopters collided over Rio de Janeiro on Sunday morning and crashed in the city's western zone, killing all 6. God almighty. So what, there's three on each helicopter, killing all 6 people on board, including Tree, several Brazilian media outlets reported. Rio de Janeiro military fire department said one of the helicopters crashed on a car dealership. Oh, so that's true. So that video I saw on social media is not AI. Honestly, AI is breaking my brain, man. AI is breaking my brain. Yeah, that's it. And Bobby Lee too. AI is breaking my brain. I thought that video of that guy in a fucking car. He's in a car dealership, and he's got a fucking fire extinguisher, and there's literally a helicopter on top of his cars, literally on like crashed. I thought that was fucking AI. Honestly, man. Fuck, bro. Fuck. That video is real then. Holy shit. Rio de Janeiro's military fire department said one of the helicopters crashed on a car dealership where several electric vehicles were parked, igniting a fire that was extinguished. Officials said the investigation was underway to determine the cause of the collision. Tree 32 was in Brazil on a world tour, was aboard one of the helicopters that crashed, leaving all occupants dead. The alternative singer and internet personality was listed as one of the 6 people on the manifest of the 2 aircraft shared by the source, who said the victims could not be formally identified yet as they were badly burned in the crash. Oh my god. R.I.P. to, oh my god, the victims' families, man. That must be so tragic. You know more than likely your person's on there, but you don't want to. Oh god. The passengers alongside the singer include a Brazilian producer, Argentine video director and Argentine YouTuber called Gaspar Prim, known as Gaspy. Another YouTuber died as well. So 2 YouTubers died. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Another YouTuber died. This one here, right? Gaspy. Ay. Isn't this horrible, man? Yeah, look all the condolences on the fucking thing.
22.
¿Hijo, eh?
No lo sé.
Sí.
¿Quiere que le prepare una picada?
Mira qué video que tuvo Felipe. Hacete una picada, dale.
Ahí voy, patrón.
¿Está ahí o se fue este? Es muy p***udo. El padre, qué sé yo, anda a saber quién será el padre porque es la p*** del pueblo. Hacían un chiste, ¿viste? Le decían Jesucristo, creo que le decían. Pero no se sabía quién lo había clamado, ¿viste? A la madre. Se iba fuera del pueblo y hacía dedos y le daba a los forasteros. ¿Sí?
Agárralo bien, si no te va a volar. Hay que saberlo agarrar.
Damn, R.I.P. Gaspy, man. Yo, Koila. No. You need to give yourself a timeout. You need to give yourself a timeout. That's some dark shit. You need to give yourself a timeout, sir. You need to give yourself a timeout. Oh my god. He's saying he loves random show is crazy. You need to time yourself out, sir. You need to time yourself out. Oh my god. Oh, big up Jack Donny Jr. Exactly. If I was celeb, I'd never ride a helicopter. Yeah, true.
Ibai. La vida con ese traje es un infierno, ¿eh?
Helicopters collided midair in the western suburb of Recio dos Bandeiras, how you pronounce that, before plummeting into a car park of an electric car dealership. Honestly, I thought that video was AI, bro. My brain is so AI cooked. I saw that clip. It's all over. If you type in his name, Oliver Tree, and crash, you'll find the video on X. It's all over X. There's a video of two helicopters colliding that I thought was also fake. Or I thought was there was another video. Who was that? Do you remember? Was it in America? I think it was America, right? Where there was that big controversy about this army helicopter crashing into another. I think it was like a suicide thing, maybe. Allegedly, the person driving it, or piloting the helicopter, sorry, was a female soldier, and there was this whole conversation about women in the army. Do you remember that, guys? I think it happened in America. I thought that clip was that video because I remember that clip went viral. But allegedly, that video clip of the two helicopters colliding in the air was actually real. That was the helicopter Oliver Tree was on. And the other clip of the helicopter falling and landing on the car dealership, and some guy just walking up to it with the fire extinguisher trying to put out the flame, was also real. One helicopter was carrying 5 people, the other was only the pilot. There were no survivors. Tree, with a distinctive bow haircut and internet persona, was known for singing songs including Life Goes On, Miss You, and Alien Boy. He has more than 11 million monthly listeners on Spotify, with his top song listened more than 700 million times. So he must make a lot of money. He was due to play more than 70 shows across 30 countries on 7 continents on his world tour. He performed in Buenos Aires, Argentina on 4th of June, and on Sunday shared a video of Instagram playing football in Brazilian neighborhood. In 2024, he was nominated the International Song Brit Award alongside German producer Robin Schulz for his song Miss You. The track picked number 3. In 2020, he broke the Guinness World Record of the largest soccer scooter on according to Guinness World Record website. The feat achieved to fulfill a lifelong dream. Yeah, RIP to Oliver Tree, man. RIP to Oliver Tree. What a absolutely horrible way to go out. Didn't know much about the guy, but 32 is no age to go. That is a tragedy. And like Jack Donny Jr. said, I think if I'm a celebrity, I'm avoiding all helicopters, bro. There's never been a worse place to be if you're a celebrity. I feel like celebrities die way more in helicopters. I don't know, maybe it's because it's the news, but it feels like celebrities die way more in helicopters than regular people, man. It's fucking horrible. And for whatever reason, maybe it's because of the way they're built, you rarely hear about fucking survivors. Planes, sometimes people can survive, but helicopters, anytime it crashes, everybody dies, you know? Everybody fucking dies. So RIP to Oliver Tree, man. RIP to Gatsby and all the other victims. Horrible way to go out. Thoughts and prayers go out to their family and friends, man. Fucking sickening, that. Anyway, let's get into Brendan Shaw. Brendan Shaw fan questions. Brendan Shaw calls out MMA biggest problem.
Ride through the city like Brendan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brendan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brendan Thick Boy Schaub.
But I don't think he's Brazilian. I think he's from America. I don't think he's Brendan. Let me double check. I think he's just there. I think he's just, or is he actually Brazilian? I'm not too sure if he is. I doubt it. I think he's just an American guy that was on tour over there. From what it looks here. Let's see. Is his family from Brazil or something? No. Oliver Tree Nickel was born 1993 June 29th in Santa Cruz, California, to parents Jesse Nickel and Christy Nickel. Yeah. I don't think so. I think it's just an American guy that was just on tour there. I guess his music must be really big out there as well, or personality. I don't know why. You know what I mean? He must just be really big out in Brazil as well, in South America. He was speaking Portuguese fairly decently, so maybe he's just, you know, he's got an affinity for Portugal or whatever. Maybe he's past collaborations. I'm not too sure, but he's on a world tour, so it makes sense. If he's on a world tour, he'll be going fucking everywhere. And those parts of the world, if you decide to go on a tour over there, you can make a lot of money because American artists don't usually go over there. But yeah. 2.5 million followers. Like, he was doing well, man. Look at that. Look at all the dates. Look at all the dates. Love you madly, hate you badly. World's first tour. Fucking brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. He was due to come to London, I'm assuming, as well, right? If this is a world tour. Was he due to come to London? Yeah, he was due to come to London in September. He was due to come here in September. Today's what? The 14th. He was meant to play a gig in where? Oh, he actually played. Okay, he actually wasn't meant to play at all. That's probably why he was on the plane, on the helicopter. He actually had a break. There was a break here between, look, the last show was June 6th on Sao Paulo, Brazil. And then he was meant to have a break before coming to Europe and playing his first gig in Portugal, Lisbon. Fucking hell, that's even worse. He was on a break. He was actually on a break, just chilling, I'm guessing, in Brazil for the time being, until he had to fly back to Europe to start the European leg. Fucking hell. Horrible, horrible way to go out, man. RIP to him, RIP to him.
What up, fam? Happy Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. If you're watching this, you are gearing up for UFC 250 Freedom. It's going down tonight. Cannot wait. It's
honestly so GAY. After watching that video from Ronin, seeing him do all this like performative stuff is so fucking pathetic, isn't it? See him doing all this performance stuff. So actually, let's go on his Instagram, because somebody called him out on Instagram, didn't they? Somebody called him out and said, hold on, didn't you say it was shit? Yeah, there you go. What's the thing called? Where is it? Is it this one? Is this one, right? Oh no, 2 random citizens are trying to stop you. What's that? Schaub defending the PDF games. Ew, I love that one. Schaub defending the PDF games. Well, he does do a show with the PDF, so it makes sense. I find it funny that all of a sudden politics and sport isn't a problem for folks. I guess it was the nature of the politics, who it was for, not surprising. I heard someone say this government should govern, not hold entertainment events. Exactly. It's just normal opposition behavior. This isn't the first event at the White House ever. Since the Trump administration, anyone would do it. It's the biggest promo for your company ever. This has likely been talked about. Actually, there's a clip where he said something and someone called him out like, I thought you didn't like it. Because everyone's standing up, you don't know. Someone said something to him recently. Oh. But yeah, honestly, this thing he's doing of like being super excited, like, I can't wait, it's like Christmas. It's so GAY, it's so performative, it's so lame, it's so try hard. Like, oh God Almighty, really, like, stop.
Hey, it's here, fam. Cannot wait. Let's jump right into fan questions. Because as you're watching this, buddy, I'm getting my spread ready. I got my cold Diet Cokes. I cannot wait. I won't.
Yo, big up.
By the way, I DM'd you a video showing Bappa ripping off Luke Thomas on the Flamin' Young take. Have a look when you have time.
We'll do it now. Where did you DM it, brother? Did you DM it on Discord? Where did you DM it? Was it on Discord? Was it on IG? Let me know, King. What do you do? Discord, IG, where? What's your name? Let me know. IG, cool. Give me a second. Let me see. Poppity pa. Sorry, bear me a second, I'm just checking. I have many accounts. Okay, not this one. Which one do you send it to? Which account, brother? Because I don't know. I can't see it. Where? Oh, there you go. I see ya. Let me open it. Can I open it? Hold on. Let me accept. Primary. Leaving message open. Which is honestly okay. No. Cool. You got it? Come on! Oh, for fuck's sake. What's wrong with this fucking computer? Hold on one sec. Okay, is it open now? Are we working? Skip ads. Oh, is this the one? Yeah, it's okay. Cool. What does it say? It's kind of long, the video, isn't it? Just say, what's that? That's immediately after. Okay, cool. Let me just get this up. One second. Bear me a second here. Let me get this up. Bear me un segundo.
Waiter didn't hear me right. You know, he made a mistake, but you know, listen, he's got a.
Big up, casual. Hold on. I want to get this in full glory.
But there's this fog in the air. There's a fog in the air that's happening where MMA fans are going to a restaurant. They're ordering steak.
No!
The waiter is serving Jell-O.
No!
And then they say to themselves, sure, I'll have the Jell-O.
Oh, hold on. I'll go back again. Sorry. Oh my god. Papa. He can't even come up with an original take like that. That's not even that. Like, if you're to copy something like that, that must mean you're really lacking in any kind of critical thinking skills, any type of originality, any type of like, really, you have to steal that kind of a take. Oh my god! God forbid, touch wood, but if Luke Thomas ever perished in a helicopter, it'll be fucking the worst day in Brendan's life. It'll be the worst day in Brendan's fucking life. I swear on my life it would. Because what would he do? What takes would he have to steal? Whose takes could he steal?
But there's this fog in the air. There's a fog in the air that's happening where MMA fans are going to a restaurant. They're ordering steak. The waiter is serving Jell-O. And then they say to themselves, sure, I'll have the Jell-O. You know, maybe the restaurant ran out of steaks. You know, they got to do what's best for them. Maybe the waiter didn't hear me right. You know, he made a mistake, but you know, listen, he's got to do what he's got to do. Or maybe they just disregarded me and they thought I would use Jell-O more than I needed steak, and they're just doing me a favor. You know, and maybe the next time I come, when I order a steak, they'll bring me a steak and not Jell-O.
They're getting so much back.
He's sitting there remembering. He's sitting there trying to remember what Luke said, isn't it? You can see his brain working. He's literally sitting there trying to remember what Luke Thomas said. He's literally trying to remember. He's trying to remember what Luke said.
A steak and not Jell-O.
They're getting so much backlash because we were promised one thing.
This guy,
we
man.
were promised.
This guy, what a piece of shit.
A
what a
flaming
piece of
young,
shit.
And we got spaghetti. No one asked. We're in the mood for flaming young. Nobody was in the mood for nobody asked for spaghetti and meatballs. But you gave us spaghetti and meatballs and goes, what? What's wrong with it? Everyone likes spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah, I'll eat it. But I was told I was getting filet, medium rare, baby. You give me I'll eat spaghetti.
God almighty, man. Honestly, he's fucking the worst, isn't it? Is there a worse person than him? Is there a worse person than him? Is there a worse person than him? Is there? Please tell me, is there a worse person than Brendan, really? Is there a worse person? Like, you're a former UFC fighter, bro. You fought in the octagon before. You've bled in the octagon. You've knocked out people. You've been knocked out. You've been in fight camps. You trained. You shouldn't have to steal takes. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have to steal takes. You've been on the inside. You shouldn't have to steal takes, man. You shouldn't have to steal takes from regular people. You should not have to steal hot takes. You've played the sport.
Do you have a gun?
Wow.
Just change Jello to spaghetti and nobody knows.
Exactly.
Smiley face emoji.
That's the thing. He couldn't. His brain is so like he's so dumb. He couldn't even change the analogy to like something else completely. He had to be in the same field, in the same area, right? Had to be the same thing basically, but he just changed one. You know what I mean? Just to kind of throw it off. But I was also wondering. I wonder, like, I'm not really like plugged into MMA media, but you guys tell me if I'm wrong here. Luke Thomas is like well known, but not that well known enough, innit? That's why I think he steals from Luke Thomas. That's why I think he thinks no one notices, because people say he steals from Ariel Helwani, but I think Ariel is way more known, obviously, with all the awards he's got for or he's received for being the top media personality in fucking UFC. Ariel's more well known, and these clips go more viral, whereas Luke Thomas clips don't go that viral. So he probably feels like he can steal from Luke Thomas and no one will notice. I think that's what he probably does. I'm pretty sure he feels like he can get away with it because, you know, it's Luke Thomas. It's not like Chael Sonnen or something. Do you know what I mean? But it's so obvious. It's so obvious the takes he takes. God damn it, man. God damn it. No original bone in his body. No original bone in that man's body. And again, you played the sport. I just can't. Like, I get it if you haven't played the sport, but you played the sport, bro. Like, you've done the thing. You should have a deeper understanding than the regular person. You shouldn't need to steal takes. I'm sorry, but if you're Brenda, you shouldn't need to steal takes. You've bled in that octagon, bro. You've done things that most people will never ever do, or can never ever do. That should give you another perspective, understanding. But you know, whatever. Anyway, let's continue.
Don't miss a freaking second of this White House card. Cannot wait. Let's get right into it. Banksy 1079 fan question: do you think fouls in MMA will ever actually mean something? Seems like the referees company is too comfortable letting warnings slide, and by that time it's usually too late. How do we combat people who exploit or continue fouling opponents knowing there won't be consequences? From day one, I've always said any foul, eye poke, groin kick, automatic point deduction, even if it wasn't intentional, even if it was like, doesn't matter. There should be no wiggle room at all, no gray area. Guaranteed you'd see less of it. But guys take advantage of it, like Jones did. There's guys that take advantage of it because they can get away with it. So it's not going to change, so they have stricter punishment. Part of the game. At Smitty 22. Fan question. Oh, he's part of the Big Brown Breakdown Club too. I know Adam Smitty. What up, big dog?
Hey, nice little shill there. Nice little shill. He's learning from me. Nice little shill. I like that. Nice little shill for the members. Hey, Brendan's out here. He's to be fair to him, he's grafting, man. Let's be fair. He's putting out a lot of videos. The boy is grafting. The man is like Brendan Shaw broke is another level of like hustling, you know? He's out here hustling, bro. He's out here hustling. Oh, I reckon. Hey, Adam Smith. I recognize. Look at him. Look at him name. Back in the day, he didn't even like. He treat his fans like they had leprosy. Remember the clips I showed you before? After a comedy club gig. After a comedy club gig, when he does his fucking Q&As and fans come up and sign things, he'd be treating his fans like they got leprosy, bro. He'd be like all weird, like acting like, oh, my fans. Now all of a sudden, now he's shouting them out by name. Hey, Adam Smith, what's good, bro? Now he's shouting them out by fucking name. Hey, man, you're a member, bro. You're the part of the Big Brown Breakdown Club. You're part of the BBBBBBBBBBBB. Look at him now, shouting out fans' names.
Punishment. Part of the game. At Smitty 22. Fan question. Oh, he's part of the Big Brown Breakdown Club too. I know Adam Smitty. What up, big dog? Fan question. First, I love you guys. Appreciate your channel. Your humbleness and ability to relate is top notch. So my son is 4 years old and his BJ loves it. He watches me work out. We answered this. Smitty.
Yeah, big up Jonathan Jr. He's he's stupid, no argument. But his worst quality is that he's lazy. He doesn't steal takes because they're better. He can't do, or he can't do his own. He steals them because he doesn't actually know. Yeah. About the sport, he's covering people's doing. Yep. That's the thing I said before about the whole mispronunciation of things. Like I said before, I think the mispronunciation of things, I think he knows he's doing it wrong. I think he knows he's mispronouncing things, but he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying though. You know, you get it. I know I'm saying giraffe or whatever, right? But you know what I mean. I meant to say giraffe, I'm saying giraffe. you know what I meant. So don't even bother trying to tell me what I should say or shouldn't say. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. It's that kind of laziness, arrogance, ambivalence. I don't know what the word to call it, but yeah, I definitely agree with that one. Like, okay, I'm gonna get to, I would have made that point anyway. So let me just copy what Luke Thomas said. What's the point of it? I mean, I would have made it anyway. Plus, I'm saying it's a different audience. They won't know. Do you know what I mean? It's just that kind of thing.
So we answered this on the live chat that you guys can go watch right now. So I'm not gonna answer it twice for everyone, but you can watch it. It's at Smitty22. His question about his son starting jiu-jitsu. He sees his son.
Yeah, big up to need a, yeah, I need to get, to be fair, I need to get, I was talking to somebody about it the other day. I need to get a fucking, what they called again? What you saying? Need a part of the game drop. I need to do drops anyway. That's the thing I need to level up. I'm not gonna, I think the camera's fine. I think I could I could make do with this. Maybe add more lighting, maybe get a ring light or something. Microphone's obviously the top notch one. But I really want to get, what they called? What's that thing called again? People use to camera switch. What the fuck is it called again? You get a mini one. You can camera, but basically you can assign drops to the buttons. So I want to do that because the drops I can do them very easily, but it's really quickly you can assign drops to the buttons. So I want to do that. I might start spamming it though. You guys might start hating me. You might start unsubscribing and cancelling your memberships because when I get that fucking thing to, because then I'll be able to easily camera switch and do my mutes and stuff. But I need to get one of those little, what they called? I forgot, it's a brand. They have it's a little black thing and it has little squares on it. And I'll do loads of drops because there's so many, especially over the years, there's so many little things that this motherfucker says that are so insane that it'll be good to have little drops of them here and there. I need them. Did Red Bar do drops? I don't know. Is Red Bar's a fan of drops or not? Or was it? Oh no, that's not Red Bar. That was RM Brown, innit? But Red Bar didn't do voice shots, did he?
Doing it. How's he keep them engaged in it? So love it. Eric Clark 5039 fan question 2-part. First, how hard is it to make a rule or scoring criteria changes? Very tough because the commissions and you got to do it as a unified rule. It's a nightmare. Second, would there be benefit to having full guard as a neutral position? My reason for believing so would be taking away the lay and pray. The fighter isn't winning on control time. This would force fire to advance position.
That's what I'll find out. I need to get one of these. A stream. That's what I need. I need one of these. A stream. Is it stream deck? I think you could assign little things on here. They're little buttons, and you could assign different things to the button. So you can make one you can make one mute. You can make one switch camera. You can make one disable camera. But obviously, if you want to be fun, you just make most of these buttons into drops, random drops of what someone said. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. You know, whatever one I clipped, you know, I can't think of one on top of my head. But you can make each little button a drop. So, I'll do that. I think that'll be the next big purchase. I'll do that, and then we can have those drops and make it a little bit fun. But like I said, be warned though. When I get hold of that thing, be warned. I'm gonna annoy you. I'm gonna annoy you because I want to really do the fuck. I want to use that one. So it's gonna be really annoying, you know. And God forbid me if I figure out a way. No, if I remember which episode Chin said that coming thing with fucking Jeff Dye. Lord forgive me. The things I'm gonna do if I find the episode where Chin is discussing vasectomies with Jeff Dye and I clip the bit where he says come inside. God forgive you guys. The amount of times you're gonna hear that fucking cum drop. God forgive me. The amount of times I'm gonna drop a cum on your head, it's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be disgusting.
Continue to attempt the ground and pound. This would also allow BJJ specialists to work submission from guard and potentially win a round off their back. When's the last time you saw somebody win a round off their back?
Didn't Tony Ferguson do that quite often? Tony Ferguson was quite good at that, no? Winning rounds off his back. Or am I bugging out? Wasn't Tony Ferguson pretty good at that?
Guys' guards are probably their weakest thing across the board. It forces a guy on top to move, attempt to pass, or they don't, and they just, because they're winning if they're on top in the judge's eyes. So I don't like that, brother. It takes referee stamps away, also potentially making more exciting fights. I think you'd do the opposite, brother. Potential is the key word. Yeah. I think you'd do opposite. I think you'd make it more boring. But you might be right. Weenie Hut Jr. 8316. I'm thinking you can provide some insight here, given your experience in multi-tools, different, faster combat sports. I'm 24 years old.
I just saw Shay. I just saw Shay's comment. I've got about what?
Looking to start a career in.
Hold on. How long about? How many steps have I got? Steps. Oh, is that only one? Oh, Jesus Christ. So I've got about half an hour left, right? Apologies because I started really late and I'm keep pausing. Just to make it very clear. I'm going to go for my gym session, go for my run and shit, do my workout, get some food, and then I'm going to come back and then we're going to do the UFC White House fight watch along from 1 a.m. my time. I aim to get on here on 1 a.m. or at least 1:30, right? Let's say 1 to 1:30. I want to get back on here. So yes, I'll be back here again. So about half an hour, 45 minutes left on here. Get my workout in, and then we're gonna get food, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the UFC Freedom 250 card. Just to be clear.
Space, not fighting, but potentially something on the promotion, agent, marketing, media side. I graduated college with a finance degree. Okay, in 2023, but it's.
Okay, don't stop bragging.
Marketing media side. I graduated college with a finance degree. Okay, in 2023. Played it safe since then. Working in an industry I don't care about at all. I'm sick of spending so many of my days focusing on something I'm not passionate about. Dude, get out. I don't want to look back in a few years and think about all the things. You're young too, so now's the time, brother. I wish I had done combat.
Honestly, why? Like, I don't get people that ask these questions of Brendan. Like, what the fuck's he gonna tell you? He kind of lucked his way into it. If anything, Brendan should be your motivating force. If you've got all these things going for you, and Brendan's at some point was a multimillionaire, living in mansions and driving Ferraris and shit, and taking care of his entire family on his own salary, like, if he can do it, you can do it too. Why would you ask him any questions? He can't tell you jack shit. He legitimately lucked his way into this situation. But still, luck aside, he still did it. If he can do it, you can do it too. Why the fuck would you ask him for career advice? He doesn't know jack shit. I don't think he's even had a real job. I swear to God, in his adult life. I don't think Brendan's had like an actual job. So it's like, he's the worst person to ask this type of advice from. I'm not gonna lie, he's the worst person to ask advice from. Maybe if you want to ask him advice for like resilience, right? I think that would be maybe beneficial. If you used to ask Brendan, about resilience, oh my God, man, you go through so much, everyone's always trolling you, you're like one of the hating people on the internet, it's amazing how you keep going, or something like that, cool. When I get put down, I want to just sit in my room and turn the lights off. How do you keep going every day? All right, no problem. But ask him about like making the jump and do it. It's like, brother, just do it, man. Like, if Brendan did it, you can do it too. Whatever field you're in, honestly.
Sports, specifically MMA, have been my lifelong passion. I finally woke up recently and realized that I do have a choice. You do. My question is, what are the ends you recommend trying to enter the industry for an early career? A guy like me. I'm located in Dallas.
No, it's not about the downsizing. Casual, not AZ for real. Why the hell would anyone ask this downsizing buffoon? Papa, I love how much you hate Brendan. Why the hell's this downsizing buffoon Papa Schlo for advice? He's going bankrupt. No, it's not the fact that he's going bankrupt. I don't think that shouldn't, just because you're going bankrupt or just because you're downsizing doesn't mean you can't give advice. You can't give worthwhile advice. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe just because you're down bad you can't give good advice or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he has never had to do what that guy is saying he's trying to do. You know? He's never had to go from switching to one really good career or one potential good career into maybe going into something that's very uncertain. Because that guy's talking about, hey, I've got all this education background, but I want to try something else, right? He's never had to do that. He's never had, this person might also have a family. So it's a big move to go from like, okay, I'm academic, but now I want to pursue my career as an MMA fighter or something, or I want to pursue a career as whatever. Like, that's the wrong person to ask because he's never had those type of pressures. He was given a pretty nice run, a pretty good welcome into the podcasting world because of his friendship with fucking Rogan and shit. Meeting up with Callan, the time they started the podcast also was very advantageous because there was no competition around. So they kind of got away with being shit when, you know what I mean? Because no one else was doing what they were doing at that time. They kind of capitalized on it. Good timing. They were obviously prepared for it too. The connection with Rogan helped. Being in the UFC maybe helped that kind of background to kind of propel a bit of his notoriety too. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm just saying in terms of like what he's done to get to where he's got to, it's just not worth asking him help. It doesn't mean because he's down bad that you can't give good advice. No, you still give good advice. Maybe you can give good advice in terms of, like I said, just keep on going. But in terms of like, oh, I've got this. What he says here. What did he say? I have played it safe since then. Working in the industry I don't care about. I'm sick of spending many days focused on something I'm not passionate about. I don't want to look back in a few years and think about the things I could have done, specifically MMA. So he's passionate about MMA. He maybe wants to get into it. Like what advice? Like he can't do nothing for you. This guy can't do nothing for you. He really can't.
So most of the direct UFC stuff is going to be out. Any ideas would be much appreciated. I know Rich Chow is in the Dallas area, and he's the head honcho. He's the next, vice president, VP in line to Scott Coker, and they're starting an MMA organization. I would get your foot in with some of these big agents. There's a lot of agents that could use help just to get your foot in with the fighters. So, but Rich Chow's in Dallas, Bubba. But either that, or I've tried to get my foot in with some of these big agents that are close to the fighters, especially since.
Okay, great advice, mate. I want to get into MMA. Okay, contact all the big agents. Great advice.
Finances. All of them could use help doing that.
Yeah, DM them and show them like links to your stuff.
Great advice also, Chin. Just so DM them and like send them a streamable link with like you coming on it, but obviously don't do what Agostino did and title it "Me Coming." Just title it "My Work" or something, and just send them a video of you like coming like a lot. Yeah, this guy.
At John 6, fan question. Do you think that Conor that beat Eddie is the best performance ever? For Conor, yeah. For Conor, absolutely. That was the best he's ever looked.
Isn't that what you asked, though? What do you mean for Conor? That's what you asked. That's what you said in the question. Fan question. Do you think the Conor that beat Eddie is the best? And he said, for Conor. Who else could it be for, though? Who else could it be for?
For Conor, yeah.
What?
Conor that beat Eddie is the At John 6, fan question. Do you think that Conor that beat Eddie is the best performance ever? For Conor, yeah. For Conor, absolutely. That was the best he's ever looked. That was unreal.
Who else could it be for?
Best performance ever out of anybody? No. But best for Conor ever. We'll never see that again. Magical. Wide turns only. Fan question. MMA GOAT and combat sports GOAT is not the same. I argue that Poatan being a 2-division glory champ, this is a great point, and a 2-division, possibly 3 UFC champ puts him in the combat sports GOAT category, such as Cejudo, Harrison being both Olympic gold medalists and UFC champs, Holly Holm being a boxing champ, being in the Boxing Hall of Fame, and being...
It's kind of insane that all of these like intelligent people, like people that actually have good opinions on you, like watch Brendan. It's actually kind of wild. Does it mean, is there like a lack of content out there? Because that is actually a good question, a good observation. Something Brendan would have never thought about. But that's actually a good topic for video even, Like, how are all these people that seem somewhat clued up about the UFC, even more so than Brendan, why are they watching him? Is there just not enough content? Or is it one of those things where if you're into MMA, you just want to consume as much as possible? You don't care. You just want to consume MMA coverage. You don't care who it is, you just want to consume. It's like, how the fuck are people like this listen to Brendan Schaub? God damn.
UFC champ, you can't argue that Stamp Fairtex being a kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA under one banner puts her there too. What do you think? Side note, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and other combat sports don't have Olympic participation. I'm categorizing based on the highest levels available. Agree 100%, brother. We do forget when we talk about GOAT status that Poatan was a 2-time division champ in Glory Kickboxing, which is the highest level of...
What do you mean we forget? We don't forget. He's telling you he didn't forget. We forget. Why is he trying to act like he knows this? Like, we know this. He knows this. He's telling you. It's an argument. We forget.
Kickboxing. You talk about Cejudo, DC, that Olympic level wrestling, having success there. To your point, Holly Holm in boxing, Stamp Fairtex. It's a great point, brother. It's a great point. But when they're talking about GOAT, especially like right now, right, the hot topic is Potan's the GOAT. They're talking about just his UFC accomplishments. And being a 3-division champion's never been done. So he's in the conversation, but he hasn't reigned long enough in any division to me to be considered the GOAT, because I think reigning champ and defending at middleweight, light heavyweight, or heavyweight multiple times, like you're talking 8, 9, 10 times, is the hardest thing to do in sports. And he hasn't done that. So that's why he's not my GOAT. Best accomplishment in the UFC, though, but that's a different conversation. Big Mac 439, fan question, 4th attempt for this question. With how many MMA fans aren't big fans of grappling, wrestling, heavy
4th attempt, Jesus Christ.
fights or have fighters? What do you think is the main reason that kickboxing and Muay Thai haven't become more mainstream? I've been watching them both more lately and feel like they're the perfect sport for MMA fans who don't want to watch any wrestling because they don't tell any of their stories. They're bad at marketing and they don't tell. You have no reason to care. Even though I agree, it's so much fun to watch. They're so talented and it's nonstop action, but you don't know who they are. So it's like if you watch a baseball game, even if it's the Dodgers versus the Atlanta Braves, the two best teams in the league, but let's say you had no clue who they are, you'd be like, all right, yeah, this is supposed to be cool. And if someone's like, oh, dude, Otani's the best in the world, but you've never heard of him, you're not going to care. You got to have some sort of connection to the fighter or the player to actually give a fuck. There's too much going on these days.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if people don't watch it because they don't watch the story. It's just not a compelling sport maybe to get into. I don't think that's the truth. I think MMA UFC probably does better because it's an all-round expression of martial arts or combat sports. It's everything under one umbrella. But I don't think it's to do with the stories. I doubt it. I don't think it's to do with stories. I think maybe because that's the thing. The general public has kind of gravitated to the UFC. Maybe again because of the profile, the people in it. But I don't necessarily think it's the stories that's lacking for kickboxing. I think there's another reason behind that. Maybe they haven't really put much money into actually trying to make it mainstream. That could be one thing. Who fucking knows? I know it's really big in Europe, by the way. I know a lot of like European people are super big on kickboxing, regional, like Badahari and like Rico Van Hooven and all those guys, right? They're super huge here in Europe. Like they're super big celebrities. And there's a really big following for that underground stuff, local promotions, regional promotions. So I'm not too sure about that whole question, that answer. I don't buy it. I don't buy that people aren't invest. Maybe America. Maybe talking more American Pacific because you guys like stories over there in America. You love a good story, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's probably a little bit more nuanced, complex than that, or it's just the fact that people just haven't resonated to it. And it's just one of those things. There are sports out there that just haven't been, that don't resonate as well. It just is what it is.
Tad HG talks. Fan question: any advice for anxiety and low self-esteem? Also, 170.
That's a good question to ask him because he doesn't have it. He doesn't really. I don't feel like Brendan even processes those type of emotions. He doesn't really. Because if he had anxiety, low self-esteem, he wouldn't be on the internet. He would have quit the moment somebody called him out and called him a fucking dum dum. But he doesn't seem to have it. He's one of the lucky ones that doesn't seem to have the capacity to feel any type of embarrassment or have any anxiety or have any anxiety he has in public. I think because of all the trolling, he's definitely got like anxiety outside. I don't know if is that a thing, like social anxiety. Yeah, that's the thing, right? He's definitely got social anxiety. You can tell when he goes out in public, he gets very nervous. He definitely feels like he's definitely had reoccurring nightmares of a homeless cat like running up to him and just like, doing something crazy. He's definitely had one of those type of nightmares. Oh my god, they hate me so much, they're gonna like, do you know what I mean? Try and fucking Charlie Kirk me. It's like, relax, bro, relax. But he's definitely got social anxiety, that's for sure.
25 pounds in good shape, have some boxing training. Is this count? But I want to become bigger and stronger without taking roids. Not looking to be a bodybuilder, but just want to be bigger and stronger so I can defend myself, protect my family if I ever have to. He looks like a young Callan. Well, your anxiety looks...
the little... Honestly, it's funny. It's funny, the little jabs, because if it was the other way around and Callum was doing this to him, he'd be crashing out so hard. But Callum also likes to get insulted, so it is what it is.
Self-esteem, if you're in good shape, so I assume you work out, you have some boxing training. When you talk about roids, are you talking about like, because TRT is not roids, peptide's not roids. Those are two completely different things and they get a bad name. So there could be some stuff there to add lean muscle, get really shredded, get in great shape, and you're in the boxing gym. So I'm sure you can get confidence from all those things, Getting bigger, stronger, faster is going to give you a lot of confidence, brother. And you probably won't have as much anxiety either. And your self-esteem will go up.
That's a horrible way to tell somebody to get their self-esteem and anxiety down. Not up. What? What? Take steroids so you can get bigger and stronger so you won't feel so, like, what? Weak. You won't feel so, like, lacking in confidence. Huh? What about the work in here? What about the mental stuff? What about trying to achieve things? What about surrounding yourself with people that love you? What about trying to figure out what you actually want to do in your life? Like, what? Nah, just take some roids. Take some peptides and some roids, and you'll feel really good. What? Yo, this guy's fucking insane. This guy's fucking insane, bro. Just take some peptides and some steroids, and you'll be good as gold, mate. You'll feel 10 feet. You'll feel 10 feet tall. There will be no more anxiety. There will be no more issues with self-confidence, because you'll be built like a fridge.
Light skin Oso 295. Fan question, third attempt. What area of the United States produces the best MMA talent? Where would you send your scouts? Oh, what a fucking question. Oof, 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 oof. California is a good one. Against 10 the event.
I don't care about that question.
Big Daddy Rob 420. Fan question, 12th attempt, for God's sakes.
Jesus
With all the hypes around the White House card.
What's all this attempts things about? Why are people writing that for? Is that a way to kind of grab Chin's attention? What's with all the attempts? Is he getting that many questions coming in that they're missing them, and there's people having to send them 12 times the same one? For real? Are people sending him 12? Like, is this like really what's fucking? Like, from what I've seen, it seems like there's either there's a dearth in MMA, there's like a lack in MMA content, which I don't think so, or just MMA people are just like anybody else, isn't it? Like, if you're super into a thing, you just want to consume it everywhere. I'm a bit picky. I'm like, if I'm like, for instance, like I like to follow like comic books and shit online, right? So there's certain comic book creators that I listen to, and some I don't, because some I find annoying. But I know there's some people, if they're into like their tech, and a new piece of tech comes out, like a new fucking monitor or a new gamepad, they're gonna watch reviews of that gamepad from every single person that's got sent a free copy. You know, they don't give a fuck. They're gonna watch from the person that's got 1,000 views, the person that's got 100 million views. But I'm more picky. I'm like, okay, if I don't like you, if you annoy me, or if you chat shit, I'm not gonna do it. You know? But I guess people in MMA are like, nah, like, I just want to consume everything. I want to consume everything. So fair enough, I guess. Fair enough.
Do you think it was wise of Trump's people to not let Strickland attend the event? Second question, why does everyone act like Hokett's fight against Blaze was one of the best heavyweight fights ever, when in my opinion it wasn't? Your fight with Mirko was way better than Hokett versus Blades. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know if it wasn't more entertaining. Like, that fight was good. There's some blood back and forth. I took him down, I think, 3 or 4 times. So I don't know if that's the most exciting for people. And then obviously it ended in a crazy fashion. But I don't think that fight's better than Hokett versus Blades. But thank you. Do I think it was wise to not let Strickland attend the event? Yes, because he's been super critical of Trump, and he's a wild card, and he doesn't hold his tongue, which is why I love Strickland. But they don't want to deal with that risk, you know, that he yells some shit out and it gets picked up on the mic, or yells out something about Epstein and stuff like that. I understand why they're not inviting him. I wish they did, because we.
Brendan loves censorship, it seems, right? Brendan's a fan of censorship all of a sudden. Mr. Free Speech, Mr. Anti-Work is a fan of censorship, right? But one thing for sure for Brendan, one thing we can say for sure, he protects his fucking sponsors. Brendan probably protects his sponsors more than protects his own family, bro. Brendan probably protects his sponsor, protects his own family. I don't think he's had I can't think of many fumbles he's had losing a sponsor. He goes out of his way to make sure he doesn't say certain words, gets Chin to edit this, do this. He does not mess about when it comes to his sponsors. He does not mess about. Like, he likes to keep them close, you know? He likes to keep them fucking close. He does not mess about when it comes to his sponsors.
So entertaining, but it's their party, you know? It's like inviting a hater to your party. Would you want a hater at your party? Probably not. Boys 29, fan question. Let's just say Tom fights his next 2 fights on his contract and wins both and bails because the UFC Dana White.
Both or both?
So let's just say Tom fights his next 2 fights on his contract and wins both and bails.
Like, that particular pronunciation, I think, is just a speech impediment. I think there's some things that he does because he's just lazy. He mispronounces words because he's just lazy and doesn't give a fuck and expects you to just get it, right? But when it comes to words like that, when he says both, I think there's definitely some speech impediment thing going on there. Or some sort of like tongue paralysis, or, you know what I mean? Like something. There's something going on there. It's not really, that's not normal to just add a letter to a word where it doesn't exist. Like, why are you saying both?
Boys 29 fan question. Let's just say Tom fights his next 2 fights on his contract and wins both, then bails because the UFC Dana White have too much power over fighters and their futures. How much of a PR issue would it be if their last 3 heavyweights champions effectively leave? First Francis, then John wouldn't play ball, then Tom. Wouldn't be a good look. It wouldn't be a good look to us, to the hardcores. To the casual fans, they have no fucking clue about Francis or John. It wouldn't affect business. We know how much of a travesty it is and how crazy it is, but the general fan doesn't care and wouldn't affect the UFC, and that's crazy. Zach McQueen -RD fan question. Yo, Big Brown, I think we can all agree that the UFC moving on from USADA was a net positive move, especially when we heard about all the crazy stories about them fucking with fighters, overstepping their boundaries. But feel like since drug-free sport has come along, we hear next to nothing about drug tests in the sport. What's your opinion on how strict the current protocol is? Is it just a simple IQ test for these fighters in camps to be able to work around? When's the last time we heard any fighters pop for anything, especially in upper weight class fighters? Do you think UFC has more control on being more hush-hush about things?
You guys said about the both. Big up casual. What's that? Papa's fight against Travis Brown was amazing. I could watch that, yeah. Be like, Gamebred, no, he's just stupid. I'm with Gamebred, he's just dumb. Okay. But yeah, the both one doesn't seem like laziness. That just sounds like, somebody that doesn't know how to pronounce a word, AKA maybe they are stupido.
Things, or would you say you're confident that it's the same as when USADA was in place? Definitely nowhere near the same as USADA was in place. I'm also on the side of let them do their thing. They're competing such tough sport. It takes so much, out of their bodies and beats up their bodies. So if they're doing peptides and HGH for recovery, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. And they're going to do it anyway. So it's like UFC taking a step back and USADA, they were so strict, it sucked. Noel Islaya Universe -G5Q fan question. What are your chances of you getting together with a few legends doing a fight command for the White House card? An all-American cast like Josh Thompson, Tim Kennedy, Rampage would do crazy numbies. Yeah, I feel you. Rampage ain't coming out here. He's streaming, I'm sure, at 7-Eleven or some shit. Tim Kennedy and Josh Thompson be easy.
Jesus Christ, at 7-Eleven or some shit. That's a bit harsh.
Ain't coming out here. He's streaming, I'm sure, at 7-Eleven or some shit. Tim Kennedy and Josh Thompson be easy to get. Meaning because they're close buddies in Texas, but Rampage is in California. But the chance of me doing a White House card is next to none. You guys would know. I would have promoted it by now. Dude, I'm be at home watching with my fam. My son has a game at 4. It's rolling. I'm by 5. Getting together with a few legends doing a fight command for the White House card.
But why doesn't he do it though? I don't like. Is it just laziness, or does he not understand that it's gonna make him money? Because unironically, right? Like it would actually do well if he did fight companions, because already there's a demand for his opinions and his views on UFC and MMA in general. I guess because he's been a former fighter, maybe because he's associated with Rogan, maybe just because he's been around for a while. I don't know. But people seem to value what he has to say. Even though he talks a lot of shit, people seem to value what he has to say. So it would lead me to believe, especially if you consider the views he gets already for the Q&As, the views are pretty good. Like, let me double check. But I'm pretty sure for that live stream, the views are quite good, man. That was he hardly promoted it. There was not much. Again, if he hasn't viewboarded it, I don't know if he's viewboarded it, but if he hasn't viewboarded it, 11,000 views, like 11 on the first one, 10K on the other one for a live stream. If he did a UFC White House fight watch along fight companion, and he had the TTS turned on and just ignored it, you don't have to reply to it. Just let it play out. Let people fucking troll you if they want to, or make the fucking TTS minimum $5 or something, right? He's gonna be swimming in money. Like it'll be, you know what I mean? Like he'll be back living in that fucking big mansion in no time. You know, it like really would. But it just goes to prove how much he's really scared of fucking trolls. How thin-skinned. Like this kind of shows you how thin-skinned he really is, because he's so thin-skinned. He's so scared that he's refusing to like do a UFC fight watch along whatever live stream, even though he knows it'll do well for him, because it will hurt his feelings, which is kind of sad, to be fair. You know, he's willing to turn down money, like, because he knows it will hurt his feelings. Like, I can't do it. Like, he just can't do it. Even though for sure, guaranteed, if he did a live stream if he did a fight companion just by himself, doesn't just do it with people, just do the fight companion by himself, right? It would kill. He doesn't even have to chat on the screen. He doesn't even have to have the chat on the screen like I do, or the question on the screen like he's doing there. Just have it live stream, have the TTS super chats on. Don't make it fucking members only, and go. And he would do so well, but he's just too fucking scared.
An all-American cast like Josh Thompson, Tim Kennedy, Rampage would do crazy numbies. Yeah, I feel you. Rampage ain't coming out here. He's streaming, I'm sure, at 7-Eleven or some shit. Tim Kennedy and Josh Thompson would be easy to get, meaning because they're close buddies in Texas, but Rampage is in California. But the chance of me doing a White House card is next to none. You guys would know. I would have promoted it by now. Dude, I'm be at home watching with my fam. My son has a game at 4. I'll be done by 5:30. I'll race home. Hopefully wifey gets the snacks and the hors d'oeuvres rolling, the cold Diet Cokes. Cannot wait.
Okay, relax, man.
Lewis Cypher -23. Fan question. If Justin beats Ilya, do we get the trilogy with Dustin Poirier? Nope. I know Dustin is retired, but the trilogy for the belt would be legendary. Wouldn't be mad at Armin getting the next title shot, especially against Ilya. That is the biggest fight in the sport right now. Agree. Ilya, Armin, or bust. No, Dustin Poirier ain't coming back. But if Justin beats him, no, you're going to get Justin Connor. J Bun 0619 fan question. You ever personally experienced International Fight Week? Wondering as a fan if it's even worth making a trip to experience anything or a complete money grab and waste of time outside an actual fight. I bet it's pretty cool. I bet it's cool because they do the expos there, right? And I used to take part in the expos. I took place for the first 3 or 4 expos they ever did, and they're awesome. They're awesome, dude. I actually went to one before I was even in the UFC and met Vanderlei Silva. They were awesome.
How long did it take you in line to actually meet him?
Hour.
An hour?
And he called me Brandon.
It's Vantley, though.
Heartbreaking. That might have been the Olympia, though, because I was the... I
Chin's funny, man. Chin having his Tesla parked behind him like that is so funny, you know? It kind of reminds me of that. What's that Kanye bar? My friend showed me a picture of the kids. I showed him a picture of my crib, right? Where's that from? Kanye West. My friend. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that it just reminds me of that bar. Okay, it's from Welcome to Heartbreak. Yeah, it really does remind me of that, right? My friend showed me a picture of his kids, and I showed him a picture of my cribs. Actually, can I do this with? How do you do? What's that meme generator? Does it exist? Can we do it on here? How do you do that? Share? Is it share? What is it? Is it like it's like a genius meme generator? Does that work? Wait a second here. Genius lyrics. Genius lyrics. It's like do you know what I'm talking about? I need to do. I'll share that as a post. How to create lyrics. That's it. How to create lyrics cards. Okay, create. There's a create button. Where's the fuck's that? Web browser. Create button. There's a create button. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Where's the create button? Bear me a second. Where's this? How do you do this? Boom. Oh, you have to sign up. I'm guessing you have to sign in it. I'm guessing you have to sign up and make an account. There's no way they'll let you do it for free. Yeah, you probably have to sign up. But I'm gonna do one. I'll post it later. I'm gonna do one for Chin because it's kind of funny. The flex he's got. It is really fucking funny. The all black rat fucking Tesla Cybertruck right behind him, conveniently parked right. By the way, he's not good with framing things, is he? Chin's not good with framing things, but one thing he's good at framing is his fucking Tesla, right? He doesn't frame the fucking podcast that well, but he does find a way to frame his entire Cybertruck inside that window and get it also framed in the window there, no? He knows how to frame his Tesla Cybertruck. He can't frame the rest of the show, but his Tesla Cybertruck he can definitely frame. Big up, what's that, Casual? How does he get this giddy excited gazing ahead with White's card, but don't do a fight campaign? Exactly. No, he's just trying to be a shill. He's just shilling for it. Just shilling for it, trying to promote it. Maybe he thinks it's going to make him money or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's bizarre. It's fucking bizarre. What can you do?
It's Vantley, though.
Heartbreaking. That might have been the Olympia, though, because I was a UFC fighter for the first UFC Expo because I just got out of the house that week, and I was at UFC Expo and walking around, and nobody knew I was an eligible fighter. That was cool.
Last one.
At Joker's Gallery, fan question: with TKO being profit obsessed, yep, corporate shills. Is it time for the UFC to give up on female
You are a fucking corporate shill. Look at the White House promo. Anyway, whatever.
fights? The White House card having 0 female fights tells you that they're not big stars or draws. No, now remember, I'll push back on this. Kayla Harris and Amanda Nunes were planned to be on there, but she got injured and had the neck surgery. So they did plan to have 1 female fight on there. A good promotion of MMA fans to look at female fights as bathroom break time. I can't possibly imagine UFC makes money in return on all the female fighters they pay. Yeah, but same thing could be said for the heavyweight division besides the top 2.
Why do I feel like there's been what's this recent conversation about the female fight? Is it because the quality's gone down? Before, I thought MMA fans were quite receptive and quite accepting and open to the idea of female fighters, but recently I feel like there's been a lot of negativity around them. What's happening recently? Can anyone tell me what's going on? Is it me, or I feel like there's been a lot of conversation around, what's the point of having females on this card? Don't have them on that card. But before, it was kind of one of the nice things about the UFC. A lot of people are really receptive. Oh, shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, so far, I don't know. I feel like I've heard a lot more of that anti-female UFC fighter talk recently in just various conversations. I don't wonder what's going on.
Guys, there's ebbs and flows, ups and downs. I'm sure there'll be some badass females coming. Kenzie Dern, nobody's mad. She's champ, easy in the eyes, talented as all get out. So, but the pushback in the White House, they did plan to have a female fight on there, but fell through. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, guys, love you. If you haven't watched, the live chat's available right now. Enjoy your UFC 250 freedom. It is time.
What do you mean? Like, oh my God, the cringe, man, cringe.
It's available right now. Enjoy your UFC 250 freedom. It is time. It's here. So if you're watching this, you're probably getting amped for the fights. Enjoy the mother trucking fights. You guys earned it. I've earned it. Relax. Put your feet up. Get a Diet Coke. Enjoy the fights. It's our Super Bowl, and it's here finally. It's Sunday, baby. Enjoy UFC at the White House. It's happening. Love you guys. See you Monday. See you Tuesday for the live chat. See you Friday for the live chat. So that's it. Love you guys. I'm Big Brown. I'm out.
So weird. I don't get this fake fucking. I really don't get I don't get where this is coming from. All this excitement suddenly. I really don't understand it. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. He's a fucking bizarre human, isn't it? Just the other day, he was saying it was going to be a shit card. And all of a sudden, he's like, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. I really don't understand what's going on. I really don't understand what's going on. Bantu's missing, Emmanuel shit. No, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to have this debate right now because I got to go to the gym. But big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate you. Like I said, I'm going to go to the gym, get some food, and then I'll be back later and we'll carry on and we'll do the UFC what fight card, watch along shit. Yeah, it should be fun. So bear with me. Probably about 1:30. I think let me say 1:30. Let me say 1:30. Or actually what I might do, I might just go gym and skip the food and then just order something when I come back. Yeah, maybe I'll just order something when I come back so I'm not super late. I might just order something, and then that will fucking reduce the time that I'm away and shit. But yeah, big up everybody. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a fucking bit.